Alrighty, Pretender here, and I'm here with a pure fiction guide this time. Ignore the account, this is on an Asian server just so I can have this video recorded for you guys, and pretty much when I do schedule this video, by the time it's out, this pure fiction will be on every single server. Before I get into the guide, like the video, hit the sub button, turn on the bell icon for more videos like this. Let's get straight into it now. As we do see, the pure fiction extra thing I guess for this will be when allies use their ultimate to attack an enemy target, inflicts the target with Shatter, stacking up to 6 times at the start of the target's turn or when the target is defeated, deals a set number of damage to the target and adjusts the targets based on the number of Shatter stacks. So as we do see, it makes sense that any character that will be really good with this will be characters that can ult. Ignore this is the first stage, but the weaknesses for the first stage will be ice and physical. For the second stage, it will be lightning and wind. That is for the fourth stage. This is going to be a guide for 04. So again, first half will be weak to physical and ice. Second half will be weak to wind and lightning. Taking a look at the extra buffs, when an ally uses a skill to attack enemy targets, there's an 80% fixed chance to inflict Shatter to the target. And for the second one, when enemy targets use their abilities, inflicts 1 stack of Scalded on them and adjacent units. While in the Scalded state, targets receive 10% more damage, stacking up to 3 times. This effect is effective on the set amount of damage from this effect. Third one, after characters use an ultimate to attack, their action is advanced forward by 25% and deals 100% more damage for 1 turn. So real quick, to knock out a topic on the way, a really good planet ornament that you guys should put on your DPSs if you do have pieces will be the new piece that we can get in the World 9 planet ornament set. Because what it does is increases the wearer's crit rate by 4%. When an enemy target gets defeated, the wearer's crit damage increases by 4%, stack up to 10 times. So this is a free way to get 4% crit rate and up to 40% crit damage. So I do have a video talking about units that will be mainly buffed from this, but you can put this on any one of your DPSs and it will be really good in the new pure fiction mode and just pure fiction going forward. This will be really good. Now talking about the characters, for the first half, a really fantastic character will be Clara. Clara not only being physical, but the reason Clara will be really good is with her ultimate and the Sevarog counters. Not only having the higher chance to get hit with the counters, but also having just the counters in general, reduced damage, chances to resist cloud control debuffs, all that kind of stuff. Clara is a fantastic option, again, mainly because of her counters, so her DPS output is really good. And when you do have her ultimate up, the counters do become AoE, so a very fantastic option. Another absolutely fantastic, probably going to be extremely strong, or maybe the strongest option, will be Argenti. That is mainly due to the fact of his ability with his ultimate. Pretty much how it works is you can get up to 90 energy to launch the regular ultimate, but you can double that going to 180 and getting the supercharged ultimate. This will do practically enough damage to kill anything aside from the HP bar bosses. But for the most part, with team setup, you can practically loop the weaker version of the ult, killing all the smaller enemies and doing a bunch of damage to some of the main ones. So Argenti just being able to do that and having a bunch of damage, just being able to deal so much damage, his damage output is incredible. So Argenti is going to be a fantastic option with this. Not only that, he can also gain 3 energy regeneration just by using his basic attack, skill, or ultimate, giving him 3 energy, and also grants him a stack of something that I'm not going to try to say, which increases his crit rate by 2.5%, stacking up to 10 whole times. So a bunch of crit rate you can also get from his talents, so overall, Argenti, fantastic option. Jinglu is going to be another fantastic option, because Inner Transform State, as we do know, Jinglu is one of the best DPSs in the game, so Inner Transform State, her skill becoming this blast, is going to be really good, especially combining with one of the ones that have an extra chance to apply the Shatter. Not only that, but her ultimate does also do a ton of damage, so you're pretty much getting the best out of both worlds, so Jinglu is also another fantastic option you can use. As to no one's surprise, Herta will also be one of the best characters you can use because she is ice, so hitting that weakness, and also just has been one of the best, if not the best, pure fiction character. With her AoEs, ultimate does a lot of damage, her follow-up attack does a lot of damage, especially pairing her with another DPS. Herta overall is another fantastic option, especially because you can pretty much get these dupes practically for free, so a lot of people have her with a bunch of dupes or E6. So those are extra bonuses, but Herta is a fantastic option as well. Moving on to the second half, I think the best one for the second half is going to be the new character Akron. Akron being lightning, her ultimate, as we do know, just absolutely shredding through. So pairing her with some of the other characters I might talk about on this list, or someone that you want for the debuffs, Akron's ultimate will practically shred through anything you attack, so anything that's up on that wave will be absolutely rolled, especially with this one benefiting people using the ultimate. Akron's main damage comes from the ultimate. So Akron is going to be a fantastic option to use. Another fantastic option with or without Akron is going to be Black Swan. She is wind. Dot has been extremely powerful in pure fiction, even when they're not the weakest types. She is a really good option to use as well. Her being able to also flick Arcane out, benefiting top characters, and if you do pair with Akron, not only are you getting the benefits from the debuff of lowering defense, so Akron does more, giving her stacks by applying debuffs and wind shear and all that kind of stuff. Black Swan herself will also deal out really nice damage, especially with being AoE, being able to weakness break the people weak to wind. Pairing her would be a really nice option with Akron. Kafka also being a lightning DPS, pairing her with someone like Black Swan or even by herself is a fantastic option because as we do know, Kafka is the dot enabler, so Kafka is another fantastic option you can use. With her ult being AoE, her skill being AoE, with all she can do with the follow-up attack, you have a lot of flexibility of using Kafka, even not on a dot team. Even on a non-dot team, she is still really good. So Kafka is another fantastic DPS option. Another fantastic stuff for the wind DPS is Blade. Blade, also again, when you are in this skill form, also having the blast AoE from the enhanced basic attack, his ultimate hitting really hard, and also being AoE, he also does benefit from the new effect that the Pure Fiction mode has. The follow-up attack from the talent when you do hit the 5 stacks is also extremely powerful because it hits everyone, practically one-shotting any smaller mob. So Blade is another fantastic option you can use. And to no one's surprise, another lightning DPS will be Jingwan. Skill, obviously it's AoE, but it doesn't do too much damage, so you don't have to worry about that. It's mainly there for the Lightning Lord hit per actions. Ultimate does a lot of damage and hits everyone too, so this one's actually a really nice option because as we do know, you can stack up the shatter effect from the ultimates, so Jingwan's ultimate is another fantastic idea, but mainly it still comes from his Lightning Lord follow attack. That is still going to hit incredibly hard as it also does hit everyone, so having max hit per actions for your Lightning Lord is going to be absolutely massive, so Jingwan is another fantastic option. Moving on to Harmony supports. Obviously, the best of the best is most likely going to be Sparkle and Ruan Mei. Both these are going to be fantastic options. Sparkle, especially paired with the hyper carry DPS, something like Akron or something like that, giving a bunch of crit damage, giving a 50% action forward. Ultimate benefiting practically everyone is going to be really powerful, giving everyone attack percent. Just everything she does is going to be really good, especially because you want to be killing fast as possible. For the most part, most people will be using their skills. So her ultimate and her talent pairing together, giving everyone skill points, overcapping the skill points. Sparkle is a fantastic option. Ruan Mei being extremely skill point efficient and also giving you weakness break, all damage dealt, all that kind of stuff, giving you speed. She is also another fantastic option, especially with the all-type res pen as well. So Ruan Mei and Sparkle are going to be really good. Bronya is another great option, little on the lower side because not as skill point positive. You do give your DPS another turn to attack and give them an increased damage bonus, like the ultimate gives everyone crit damage. So Bronya is another fantastic option for your Harmony support. So if you do have Bronya and you might not have Ruan Mei or Sparkle, Bronya is completely fine to run if you can manage the skill points. Moving on to sustains, so I'm mainly going to talk about this a lot faster than the other ones that I've been talking about, but Ho-Ho, fantastic option because healer, gives everyone energy, gives everyone attack, overall, really good option. Luotra is still a fantastic option because when you do have his field up, you might not be getting any offensive buffs, but you practically can just worry about dishing out damage so you heal it back. So Luotra is another fantastic option. Lynx can also be used. I would only recommend using Lynx if you really do have no other option, but where she does become more optimal than maybe the other two is if you're using her with someone like Blade or Clara, just because she does have the thing where she taunts someone with the path of destruction or preservation, and Blade and Clara both being destruction, taunting them gives them an extra chance to get hit. When you hit Clara, she counters. When you hit Blade, he gets a stack. So Lynx is a fantastic option as well. Overall, the best sustain probably will still be Fushbon because you just get the max HP. The crit rate is really nice. Every time you do get hit, you just have to have the damage directed towards her. Ultimate can hit pretty hard. She herself is pretty much immortal. For the most part, she won't die in this. Also being able to heal everyone just in case you do get hit a little hard. So overall, just really good and is another fantastic option. Jeopard also works because you can also freeze. You can give everyone a shield just so you don't die. And if Jeopard himself dies, can res, so that's another good option. And he also directs the damage with having a higher chance to be attacked by enemies. So another fantastic option you can use. I apologize for how fast I'm going with this, but for the most part I want to get this out as quick as possible so you guys can kind of see who to use, so you have the ideas for yourself, because there isn't really much else for me to show you. Because obviously this isn't out on my main account of doing it, and I might not have all the characters I'm talking about here to show you. So the best I can do is try to get the point across as fast as I can, so I definitely want you guys to know the info just so you're on your way and you know what to do. So to give ideas of when to use this, for using something like the one where you have Shatter on the skill, using this with someone like Jinglu is going to be really good, because while her ultimate still does a lot, so you wouldn't really use this too much, because For the most part, you'll be using your skill in your transform state because it is enhanced skill. For the ultimate one, this one will be really good with characters like Akron, where the main damage does actually come from her ultimate. And for the middle one, I actually am not sure. This is like, honestly, I think it's mainly the top and bottom that are going to be the best ones, because with this, it can go with anyone that uses the skill, and this one from anyone with their ultimate. But they do use their abilities. This could work with someone like Blade, or maybe a character that doesn't go for the ult, or if you're using one of the follow-up attack characters, this is probably the one you'd use if you are using with something like that. Again, I'm not too sure about this. Let me know what you guys end up doing with this, but for the most part, the top and bottom are the ones that go. So yeah, that's been the video. Again, very sorry for how quick I'm speaking on this, but again, I want to get this info out as fast as possible. I don't want to waste anyone's time with this because, again, if I can't show you it, there's no point in dragging it on, so I'm rapid firing. Anyway, hope you found the video helpful. Peace out.